If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories relating to current events. For each category, I read out an answer, and the players have to guess what the question might be. John, do you want to choose?
Can I have home news, please?
OK, the answer is ridiculously large. What is the question?
Is it describe Britain's chances of winning the Olympic bid with the least appropriate phrase possible? Now they're saying that to get us the bid, they're telling everyone that if you say you don't believe in the Olympic bid, somewhere in the world, an Olympian dies.
Is it, how big is the average American?
What is the name of Eddie Large's new baby?
How big was the benefit of the doubt the jury gave Michael Jackson?
He was innocent, just for legal reasons.
How would my arse look through a telescope?
It would just look ridiculously closer.
I'll give you a clue. It's to do with Bob Geldof.
What were the bids on eBay? Something to do with that.
That is absolutely right. Very, very good. Yes.
I like the way Geldof would be a handy man to know, though, because he can fix anything by going on the TV and shouting about it. And I have a tumble dryer. The belt's gone, and what would be really great is if Geldof could go on the telly and shout about that, and how it's an outrage.
For f***'s sakes, the man's clothes are wet.
He won't do anything useful about it. He'll just get 1 million people to get hold of your dryer and throw it into the sea. Nothing will actually help.
He wants 1 million people to go around to Al's house, take his wet clothes and run them around the garden for 2 hours and then hand them back. That's the way you do it. The question I was looking for is, what kind of bids did people make on eBay in order to sabotage Live 8 ticket touts? When it was revealed that eBay was holding a number of auctions for Live 8 tickets, Bob Geldof called the chairman of eBay an electronic pimp, which is still better than being called Fifi Trixabel. This week as well, the Boomtown Rats announced they are suing Bob Geldof for unpaid royalties, although their actual words were, "Give us our money." Because they too were doing a Bob Geldof impersonation when they did it. OK, Joe, which category would you like?
Can I have European news, please?
You go for European. Your category is European news. The answer is very difficult. What is the question?
How do you frown when you're Anne Robinson?
How does Wayne Rooney find thinking?
Is it the answer to the question, have you ever tried to shag a kestrel? Even more difficult if they're flying, apparently.
Although actually that doesn't answer the question. That actually sounds like a yes, really. Have you ever tried to shag a kestrel? Very difficult. But boy, if you pull it off, that's a shag you'll remember for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Do you think that was the subtext of the film Kes? It was a love story.
Is it Jack Straw enjoys basic level Sudoku puzzles? What level of Sudoku puzzles does Jack Straw tell people that he enjoys? And if he'll lie about that, what else will he lie about? I mean, he hasn't lied about it, I've made it up, but I think the point has to stand.
You're right, there's no smoke without fire.
Exactly,
yeah.
unless of course, you've got a smoke machine, but still, the point stands.
There is rarely smoke without fire, I meant to say, at that stage, yeah.
Well, not if you've got a toaster, I find.
How easy is it to set fire to a swimming pool?
I'll give you a clue. It's to do with a rocky relationship.
Well, Anglo-French relations.
It is, essentially. How are they doing? The question I was looking for is, how did Tony Blair describe negotiations between France and Britain over the EU? It refers to Tony Blair's ongoing row with Jacques Chirac, who wants Britain to reduce its rebate. Talks between Blair and Chirac collapsed on Tuesday night, leaving Anglo-French relations at their lowest ebb since Tuesday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that round, I think it has to be Al. I'll give it that for a minute. David, which category would you like?
Sport, please.
Category is sport. The answer is a streaker, a stalker, and a defrocked priest. What is the question?
It's not, what do we need to get this party started?
Is it what are 3 acceptable professions if you want to become a scoutmaster?
Is it what was the hugely unpopular follow-up to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Is it the 3 costumes that Harry rejected before going for the Nazi?
Which are the 3 interruptions to play that make watching tennis bearable?
That is exceptionally good. It is to do with tennis, yeah. Unwanted guess.
Oh, it's 3 people who've been banned from Wimbledon, isn't it?
Yes, it's probably the actual question I was looking for is who are among the 10 undesirables banned from Wimbledon this year. One of those banned is streaker Mark Roberts, a working-class Liverpudlian who ran naked on centre court in 2002. This led to a huge internal inquiry as to how on earth a working-class person made it through the main gate.
Isn't it going to be hilarious, though, if a Scottish guy wins Wimbledon? That's going to be fantastic, because we couldn't give a shit.
It has to be said, it's always a pleasure, to a certain extent, not to be English at this exact time of year. Because in Ireland, we don't have anyone who won it 67 years ago, so we don't feel we're owed winning it now, right?
I believe it was Bonnie Austin, wasn't it?
Anyway, footage of them looks ridiculous. They're in really long trousers doing this, like, meh, I won the trophy, and then down. That's the last person who won it.
It's a lot faster in those days, wasn't it?
It was faster, and jumpier as well. They seem to get their hand from there to there without any movement in the middle. It's bang, there, bang. Oh, Fred Perry, win, down again. The hideous cliche is that if you win, you have to clamber up through the crowd now to hug your father or your mother who are sitting there. Like that. This happens all the time. At this stage, surely the twist would be that they would climb down, for Christ's sake. You've just played 3.5 hours of tennis for Jay. Just stand there and go, come on down, you lazy bastard. You've been sitting there for all of you. Go on, climb across the people if you can, mother. What do you think when they get to the top? They go, very, very good. I still loved your brother more, though.
It's Pat Cash's fault. He was the first one to do it. And that, you know, and everyone was saying at the time, oh, isn't he wonderfully exuberant, Pat Cash? And at the time, even as a child at the time, I was thinking, he's not exuberant, he's a lout.
Wouldn't it be terrible if you were going up there, going up through the crowd, and then you realised that you didn't have any parents?
You just have to pick some old woman and hug her in the middle of it. Yes, Wimbledon authorities have banned 10 undesirables from attending the championships. Unfortunately for Tim Henneman, he wasn't drawn against any of them. Rory, do you want to choose?
I'll go for law, please, Darren.
Public is law. The answer is creepy and disturbing. What is the question?
Is this describes Sven-Göran Eriksson's seduction technique? Well, it's my job. I'm manager. It's important for me to try out different people in new positions. You know, that's problem. No problem.
Is it what is sitting on a slightly over-warm seat on a bus? I think they know where I'm coming from.
Is it Michael Howard's only 2 facial expressions?
What is the worst possible answer to the question, how does my bum look in this dress?
I'll give you a clue. It involves Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, well, it's the incitement to racial
Yes.
hatred.
The question I was actually looking for is how did Rowan Atkinson describe the proposed racial and religious hatred bill? This week, Blackadder star Rowan Atkinson led attempts to scupper the government's plans to bring in legislation banning the incitement of religious hatred. Atkinson is concerned that the proposed law would restrict freedom of expression. How do you feel about this? No jokes about religion anymore?
It is tricky, really, because, to be honest, I think even after this law comes in, if you make a joke about the Church of England, you're not going to be in too much trouble, really, because I can't imagine them issuing a fatwa, really. I mean, could you picture a Church of England jihad? You couldn't sell enough homemade cakes to finance it, could you imagine the little barometer outside the church with, we need this much more for Kalashnikovs? It's
They'd put you in a room and they'd feed you tea and biscuits until you exploded.
There is something very smug about the Church of England, though, that annoys me. It may well be the name, Church of England, because it sort of implies that Jesus himself may well have been English. I feel it's implied, and I don't think he was English, because you look at the paintings. In every painting, Christ, you can see he's not English, because he's very often wearing sandals, but never ever with socks. Enjoy them now. Enjoy them now, folks.
It's interesting now, because the Church of England about Rowan Williams is the way he pronounces the letter S. And the letter S is the principal letter of Christianity, Septuagesima, Christ, the disciples, the Song of Solomon. And isn't it strange that Christ should have chosen for a servant somebody who sounds so suspiciously like a serpent?
Is this the time to say that my father is a bishop?
Yes.
As a child, being a bishop's son, the only problem with it was that if your father, and my father had only got purple shirts, that's all he had. He had 14 purple shirts. And if your father has 14 purple shirts, at some point in your childhood, all your pants are going to be dyed pink.
Can I just say
And
that's
they
a
were.
lovely white shirt you're wearing there tonight?
Thank you very much.
Equally, just, I'd say that you couldn't really offend the Catholics by making jokes about them, because they'll just go, ha, 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 good for you, you're going to burn in hell. Rowan Atkinson was joined in his protest by Stephen Fry and activist Shami Chakrabarti. In other words, a Christian, a Jew and a Muslim walked into a, what am I doing? I can't say that anymore. OK, that's the end of that particular round. I think, because God is on his side, Hugh has to be the winner there. David, do you want to choose?
Yeah, can I have the environment, please?
OK, the category is the environment. The answer is between 19 and 23. What is the question?
Is it where the postman puts mail for number 27?
What percentage of the vote constitutes a great result for the Liberal Democrats?
Is it how much Wayne Rooney will weigh in stone 2 months after he retires?
Is it, where are the numbers 20, 21 and 22? Or, if you're Peter Stringfellow, how old is too old?
Is it the number of times I'd listened to the Coldplay LP before slipping into a fatal coma?
Is it how many people actually care about the environment? I mean, actually, genuinely care. Don't say they care, but actually care about it.
At a gut level.
Well, let's face it, we all have far bigger and more tropical fish to fry. Greenpeace constantly thump on about how we must save this planet for our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children. But hold on, what if they don't have any children? They might not want children. Let's not spend what is quite a lot of money on hypothetical children. Yeah. Also, I know kids, they like bikes. They like shiny red bikes. I promise you, you show a kid a clean rural stream and a shiny bike, and I'll show you a kid sitting on a bike whilst pissing in a stream. Are they not the future? So, you spray on.
Is it the number of English counties likely to be underwater in 100 years' time?
It's yes, indeed. It's very, very close to that. Yes, it's very, very close to that.
Jesus Christ! That was terrible! That was less a joke, more an alarming fact.
I thought it was something ridiculously awful, but it's going to happen. Oh, well. Night, night, my children's children. You can ride around on the bike in smaller and smaller circles on a vanishing piece of land.
To be honest, Dara, in Scotland we have mixed feelings about global warming because we will get to sit on the mountains and watch the English drown. More pineapple, Huey! Oh, I've got a coconut here, I'm fine.
The actual question I was looking for was by how many feet could This is a very important part that says,
Oh, thank God for
could
that.
sea levels rise if global warming causes the ice caps to melt? In truth, the effects of rising water levels upon Europe won't be fully known for years, perhaps decades. The only thing that leading climatologists have said for sure, Holland's f***ed. You're not scared about it then, are you? Are you petrified about this whole thing?
Well, not now that you said it's going to be, what, 60 years? Fine, it's not my problem. As far as I'm concerned, there should be an official buck-passing ceremony for the environment. Every generation should just go to the other one. Sorry about that. That's going to blow up in your face anyway.
So when your kids... Hugh, which category would you like?
Scandal, please.
You'd like scandal? The answer is no, no, no. What is the question?
In alphabetical order, what are Ian Paisley's 3 favourite words?
Or, how would the word no sound if you said it once in a cave?
Is it the name of a new musical based on the life of John Leslie?
Was it Prince Charles's reaction when he found out the Queen only had a cold?
I'll give you a clue. It's to do with football.
Well, it's thingy then, isn't it?
Faria Alam.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed it is. The question I was looking for is, what answer did Faria Alam give last year when asked by the Mail on Sunday whether David Davies had flirted with her? The interview seemed to contradict statements Faria Alam made at this week's Employment Tribunal that the executive director had propositioned her. The FA has denied her claims for unfair dismissal. Did you know how David Davies described Sven-Göran Eriksson today?
As a seagull.
He said he's a seagull because he wraps himself around people.
What goes on?
What sort of crazy-ass seagulls live in David Davies' mind?
Someone has been sexually assaulted at Euro Disney there by a big cartoon seagull.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No pictures.
When the
No pictures.
It's just great to imagine Sven-Göran Eriksson's dating technique. It's just to go to a restaurant and then suddenly go...
Have you had enough foreplay?
just hover around the place and go, you finished with it? Yes! There's still a bit there.
So what about the expenses? It's all put it on the bill.
Faria Alam claimed at the tribunal that when the scandal broke, her FA bosses gave her a severe grilling, which was a relief, and she was afraid she might get a roasting. That's the end of the round. Difficult to gauge there, but I really think it's between David and Frankie going for the points that was. Well done to both of them.
John, let's start with you. Do you want to choose?
Yeah, I'll take media.
OK. Media. The answer is a vampire, a lab assistant and a cat. What is the question?
Here's the question. After what book did most people agree that C.S. Lewis had lost it?
Is it... What do Bananarama look like now?
Is it who have all been approved for teaching posts this week?
Is it in an early and terrible translation of the Bible? What did the wise men give the infant Jesus?
Was it Harry's 3 original choices before he plumped for a Nazi uniform?
How are Turkey planning to combat bird flu?
Who responded to Anne Widdecombe's Lonely Hearts ad?
What were the 3 disguises of the less successful News of the World undercover reporters?
No, but it were disguises.
It's a Big Brother thing, isn't it?
It is a Big Brother thing.
Or Big Broadmoor, as I like to call it.
This is what they wore in their fancy dress now.
It's not what they all wore, no.
Is it...
Galloway had to be a cat. Did he not?
He did.
That's how cats go. Yeah. it's like an adult version of Old MacDonald. How do vampires go, Q?
There you go.
And to top it all off, the pièce de résistance, do your lab assistant.
Well, it's turned blue.
It's quite brilliant. Those three guys were all taken by one person.
By Galloway, weren't they?
They were all Galloway. The actual question is, what are three of the characters George Galloway played during his stint in the Big Brother house?
They've been quite unfair to him, actually, because, you know, he sort of says, people say, oh, he's making himself look stupid. But actually, you know, I'm being censored. They're cutting on my bed. You will have only seen me as a cat. What you didn't see, I was also an owl, a lemur, and a Portuguese man of war. Oh, yes. Is the West not ready for that?
But isn't the thing that people are sort of saying that he's made a fool of himself in the Big Brother house? But I actually think he's now got more dignity than normal. It would have been good to see him address the Senate inquiry as a cat. Our Senator, hello! Why isn't it warm in here?
See, actually, specifically as Top Cat.
Well, I don't have a broad range of cat impressions.
George Galloway this week, apparently, although he was in the Big Brother house, he still managed to sign his name in at the House of Commons for a debate.
Yeah, he did. He signed
an early day motion.
An early day motion, yeah.
What, did Jimmy Savile bring it in or something?
Smuggling it in.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Diary room, yeah.
Oh, have I got something for you? Maybe he asked for it. That's why Jimmy came. He said, dear Jim, you say, you're a sad man. Letter here from George. What says, please could you bring me an early day order paper?
And the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
You're right, it is just mad people they have in the house now. It is just lunatics they put in
See,
the house.
I suspect they're not actually going to vote people out anymore. They're going to let them out under licence from the Home Office.
How long will it take before they just killed each other and started electing a leader and develop their own society within the house?
Well, now you're talking about the Liberal Democrats now. I think that's what the Liberal Democrats should do anyway. I think they should actually hold the thing. Because, I mean, the candidates, half the candidates I haven't heard of, I mean, they make the celebrities in the Big Brother house look like celebrities.
Of course, Michael Barrymore's there going, isn't he? Oh, you can call me a lousy entertainer, but you can't call me a killer. Somebody died whilst he was hosting a party in his own house. He is definitely a lousy entertainer.
When accused of dealing in Iraqi oil, Galloway famously told a Senate committee that he'd never even seen a barrel, owned one, bought one or sold one, although he has been scraping the bottom of one for quite a while now. The live feed from the Big Brother house operates on a 15-minute delay, which led to confusion when Jimmy Savile came in, as he operates on a 30-year delay. Didn't know who won the very first game of the very first show. What the hell? I'll give points to both of you. Give them all a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Al, would you like to choose the category?
Yeah, environment, please.
OK, your category is environment. The answer is tired, lost and confused. What is the question?
How's Charles Kennedy?
Statistically, what are the worst words to use on your CV?
Does it name 3 acting expressions that Ross Kemp just can't manage?
How does somebody over 40 feel when they're trying to download stuff from iTunes?
Is it the 3 dwarves that failed the audition?
You're on an adventure holiday in the wilds of the Amazonian jungle. In the morning, you ask your guide how he is. What do you not want to hear?
It is to do with the visitor to London.
Oh, it's the whale. It's the whale.
It's the whale, yes. The actual answer...
I've no sympathy for this whale. It died of dehydration. In a river. They're supposed to be nearly as intelligent as man whales, and this whale died of dehydration.
Well, to be fair, the whale didn't request being removed from the river. The whale probably, if asked, if consulted at any stage about what are the major health problems that you could face while being removed from the river, dehydration, he probably would...
best thing about this whole whale business is that there's now no need to go to New Zealand. Simply no need. You're 28 hours of connecting flights to look at whales. There's no point. They're in our river.
Do you know one of the reasons I think it swam up the Thames was because the Navy were doing sonic soundings and stuff off Southend, and this apparently confused the whale. Because it sounds like an explosion to us, but to the whale it said diversion, North Sea closed. Delays possible till November.
I was very impressed with the fact that I spoke to a number of people who said, well, it received all the coverage because we in Britain love animals. Ugh. And you're kind of going, no, I think any country that had a whale swim into the middle of the capital city would have probably gone, a whale, that's a little bit unusual to us. I don't think there's any country in the world that gone, the bloody, like an urban fox or something. The bloody whales are at the bins again.
It was the same week, the whale came up the Thames, the same week as Ben Fogle and, James Cracknell rowed across the Atlantic. And the whale was probably thinking, look, if they're going to take my territory, I'm going to London and I'm going to present Cash in the Attic.
This week on Cash in the Attic. Well, yes, it was my mother's originally. But we're hoping to raise money for a holiday in Australia.
It was weird that they were thinking. One of the plans was to use whale song to lure the whale back out to sea. But we don't know what a whale song means. We have no idea.
Anything by Dido will do.
Exactly.
As an emergency measure, they could have slowly moved Enya up the river from Kingston, playing her
I think they should
music,
do that anyway.
driving the whale.
Let's do that anyway as a memorial to the whale's memory, Dara. Or let's make a memorial for the whale by putting it in the EastEnders title sequence.
Is it not very selective as well that they gave the whale a name? That it was called Wally or Whaley?
What was the mistake with the names?
Well, because you give a whale a name, but you don't. When a dingo has eaten some children in Australia, you don't say.
Well, you don't.
Davy the dingo.
Well, you generally give the name to anthropomorphise, to give it to see that it reflects some great human qualities like bravery or
getting
whatever.
lost.
But eating small children isn't really the kind of thing you want to have. Oh, little Teddy the dingo, you're all full up now, aren't you?
Exactly.
The Sunday Times helpfully ran a map of the whale's route, which we can show here. That's the whale, which is, the river, basically. Just in case you're going, if I was going to Battersea from East London, I wouldn't have gone that way. After the whale sadly died, some criticised the rescue operation. Let's face it, a whale needs to be winched onto the barge like it needs a hole in the head. I thought that was sweet, that particular one. To be fair, the whale only received the same treatment as any NHS patient, dying on the trolley 36 hours after first being seen. The next dilemma is how to dispose of the body. The search is on for a toilet big enough to flush it down. So I couldn't do that. That's just... Bravo. At the end of that round, I think the points have to go to Al, Rory and John. So, Andy, would you like to choose a category?
Could I have health, please?
The answer is in a supermarket. What is the question?
Is it where will Chantal be working in 3 years' time?
I'm listening to a panpipe version of Phil Collins. Where am I?
On a personal note, is it where did I find one of my own videos in a remainder bin?
Where are fat people most likely to die? They're very hungry.
Yeah,
they're reaching for the ready meal.
I can see the chain of events that led to them being there.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I bet they didn't even get to the till. They're already way on the fizzy stuff and
I
everything.
hate that when people try and, they've eaten some crisps and they try and ring through the packet. I think the person should say, no, you've stolen that. So, just a bit of planning. Get to the supermarket knowing that you've got enough time to shop before you'll starve to death.
Just the fact that it's crisp. How would you feel if a middle-class person did it with a jar of olives? You'd be all right. You'd feel all right about that.
Maybe you could use that small tray at the top thing to put some dips out.
Crudités. You could have a lot. You wouldn't care about
some
that.
vol au vents and one of Hugh Dennis's remaindered videos.
Isn't the answer to this, where was Brooklyn Beckham's cousin Tesco conceived?
Is it, I'm in America, where's a cheap and convenient place to buy a heavy-duty assault rifle?
Where on the planet is the furthest you'll find milk away from bread?
All right, I'll give you a clue. It's part of new government reforms.
It's the thing about putting GPs in supermarkets.
It is actually, yes. The question is, where will you soon be able to go and see a doctor under the government's much-trumpeted health reforms?
Do you know what is interesting about this whole story, though, is that the government has trumpeted it and said this is a really good idea, and the supermarkets, not surprisingly, have gone, I'm not sure, because for years they have been developing the aroma of fresh bread. And now the government is suggesting they replace it with the aroma of sick people.
Couldn't we have a system where you got points on your card for a serious illness? I'm sorry, sir, I'm afraid you've got asthma, but on the bright side, you've got enough points for a treadmill.
No, I'm sorry, you've got to go through 5 ailments or less.
The thing is, if you're the person that goes into this GP, halfway through their shopping, feeling a bit peaky, basically sure it's nothing, and they've got their fresh bread and everything in their trolley, and they leave it there, go into the doctor. Doctor says, yeah, you're going to die. What happens to their shopping? Because they're probably not in the mood to continue their shop and go home and make themselves a sandwich. That's all going to have to be reshelved by someone.
It is desperately inefficient.
That's the human cost.
All part of... there is also this thing whereby you're meant to get 5 health checks throughout your life, isn't it? It's part of
5
a wider
important stages. There'll be an MOT for you at 5 important stages.
You don't want this health MOT to be anything like your car MOT, do you? You don't want to be there and the doctor walking round tutting, giving you a little kick, going, oh, you've had the cowboys in here.
You've never obviously had a smear test, Andy.
You're right, I haven't.
Do they talk to you like a motor mechanic?
There's a sharp inhalation as they lift them on it.
I'm sorry, love, I think your big end's going.
Actually, doctors are facing being less well trained anyway. What was the urgent call by the Royal College of Surgeons during the week?
New knives?
No. Cadavers. They're short of cadavers. There are people aren't donating their bodies to medical science.
Yeah.
And the truth is, there have been various scandals. Apparently, the most common thing when relatives are asked, well, would you like if we use his body for medical science? The most common answer they give is, no, he's suffered enough.
I don't think people should have any option. I think when you die, your body should revert to the state. And the state should be able to do whatever they like with it. Stupid superstition. People saying, oh, no, it matters what happens to your body. No, people shouldn't believe that. It's bollocks.
Very good point.
Yeah. It's always this fast. Always this fast. There's some hospital. Yeah, OK, they've secretly kept 25,000 brains over the last 40 years, and all the relatives are crying. Well, didn't it hurt them before they knew? Don't tell them. Nick the bit. Oh, yeah, with the brains. Yeah, we saved loads and loads of lives. Oh, don't matter. I'm just upset that my uncle's brain was in a jar, not in a ditch.
There'll be a generation of doctors who can say that I'm sorry, I'd love to do the operation, but I've only ever performed it on a simulator, which means, and I think if I lift out the kidney, it's not going to make a buzzing noise as it accidentally touches against the edge of the kidney. Do that again. All right. So you think we should demand people's corpses off them at death? Is that How soon into the whole grieving process would a man arrive in going, that'll be ours now, thanks very much.
I say very...
Thank you very much.
Did you not put it all together and actually have the corpses in the supermarket, in the freezer section?
So you just get, there's the frozen food, there's the chips, oh, and a corpse as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we should eat people. I think that's different.
You've left too much grey area here.
I haven't got a cannibal card. In the event of my death, tuck in.
OK, in that round, I think the winners are Frankie, Hugh and David. So, Sandy, would you like to choose a category?
World news.
OK, your category is world news. The answer is butter, mascara and pumping equipment. What is the question?
What are the top 3 methods to encourage pandas to mate?
Is it what was Barbara Cartland found after her death to be made of?
Is it what is the most unusual bag of groceries that a contestant has ever emptied onto the ready, steady cook table?
What are the international call signs for B, M and P? Do that. This is Tango Foxtrot calling butter mascara pumping.
Is it the A-team could bring peace to the Middle East if they were stuck in a room with what items?
Is it what do you need a lot of if you want to drain a lake and then fill it with butter and mascara?
Is it what should you take if you're going to a party at Michael Barrymore's house?
All right.
What was for lunch?
I don't think you'd need mascara, Andy, pretty boy like you.
All right, it's to do with a protest. Let's steer this towards an answer.
It's
Protest.
a Danish thing, is it?
Yes, it is a Danish thing. You want to put that in the form of a question?
Was it not a question?
Is it the Danish thing?
Is this a Danish thing? Butter, mascara and pumping equipment? Yes.
Oh, is it what are Denmark's main exports other than bacon?
Yeah, essentially, the question is what Danish exports are being boycotted in the Middle East after the publication of an offensive cartoon. The growing boycott has hit leading dairy company Arla and pump manufacturers Grundfos, but has also badly affected Danish companies exporting cosmetics, toys and clothes.
Is that because they don't need to ban the import of alcohol and bacon? Or is it because they've forgotten?
Yeah, Carlsberg, for example, is relatively unscathed by a ban in the Muslim world.
I feel terribly sorry for the small boy in the Middle East who needed 1 brick to finish his Lego mosque.
But what?
Exports of...
I have to say, as a Dane, I couldn't be more surprised. The words I never thought I would hear in my entire life are the words protest outside Danish embassy. Because you just think, about what? More cream in the pastries.
To be honest, I think you've always been, Jewish for the whole Viking thing. You really haven't got the proper kicking you deserve for that whole...
Well, the thing is, exports of these things will be down, but surely exports of Danish flags will be up about 1,000%. Swings and roundabouts.
The Danish flag industry is in rude health.
I've actually...
Where did all these flags come from?
It's Beirut. You can't buy a loaf of bread, but you can get 200 Danish flags to burn. What's going on?
You imagine that most hysterical people now have got filing cabinets filled with all flags from all nations of the world, ready soaked in paraffin, just waiting for someone to say something unpleasant. Or what's that, Luxembourg? Oh, that's an offhand comment about Islam, isn't it? How do you like this? Any more for any more? I will take all of you down, Portugal. You're here somewhere.
Do you know what's very strange is that 27 years ago when I was at university, I studied Muslim law. I was one of the first people to study Muslim law in this country. And I'm also Danish, and I have never been so popular with the newspapers. They go, where can we find a Dane who knows about Muslim law? Wait a second. Whoever thought those two things in my life would suddenly come together?
That is the weirdest Venn diagram in the world.
It is
right? Set of all the people who are Danish, set of all the people, and then just you in the middle.
No, that's it. I'm the one.
Yes, in the shaded area.
Yes.
It's just...
The Danish paper said that all they were trying to do was test extremist Muslims. You think, oh, well done, that was a fantastic idea. That goes right down with the whole kind of whether a bull can pass the whole red rag test as it's waggled in front of its face, or testing how hot a fire is by shoving your hand into it. Oh, it is hot. I have burnt my hand. I thought I would, but it's nice to know that. It's nice to be sure. I'll check again. Still hot. Yeah, still hot. In these volatile times, ow again.
Except that's not quite... I mean, at the risk of telling the truth, that's not exactly what happened. And it did take 5 months for anybody to get upset about it. That's mainly because it has a very small circulation, this newspaper. And the actual cartoons that people got upset about were never printed in the Danish paper. So I'm a little bit defensive about it, because the ones that people actually got upset about that were shown around the Middle East are 3 cartoons that were never, ever printed in Denmark anywhere.
It's tough to explain that to a mob, isn't it, though?
It is. Oh, come on, guys, let's get our facts and figures sorted out.
You might as well send out the little Lurpak guy with the trombone going...
I was thinking the Americans must be pleased that it's not their flags being burnt in the Middle East for the first time in ages. Not that they'll be quite sure exactly whose flag is being burnt. Commentators in America going, "Oh, they're absolutely furious with somebody. We'll get back to you right after this break as to who that is."
It's weird, this flag. I mean, why do people give a damn about... And particularly the Americans give a massive shit about people burning their flags. I just don't understand, because essentially, it's not their flag. You know, if you burn a flag, it's a flag you've bought. It's your flag. I burned your flag. No, you burnt your own flag.
Similarly, rioting in your own country at something that happened in Denmark is also relatively, backfires. You know, when you go, I'm really angry with that, let's trash the gaff. It's our gaff. Good point. It has been the knock-on effect. I mean, the amount of Swiss flags that are being burnt in the Muslim world.
That's just getting it wrong.
Because the Swiss flag is very similar to the Danish flag, and that's got to get in your tits if you're Swiss, right? The Norwegian embassy...
You don't want to get the Swiss angry, because they'll attack!
What's happened to the actual cartoonist, though? Does anybody know?
Oh, yeah, well, they're not exactly making the... Hi, how are you? They're not on chat shows at the moment going, I'd be the guy with the pen, this is the pen. Thank you very much.
Well, presumably he's going to have to hide so hard, he might actually end up finding Bin Laden. Oh, I should have guessed you'd be here on one of the many rings of Saturn, Mr. Bin Laden.
He's probably just drawn a picture of a door, and he's gone to it, opened it, and run through it.
Who was the most controversial person at the protests in London?
The Omar Rubaiyat Omar Khayyam, or whatever his name was.
Yes, yeah. This man here, who dressed as a suicide bomber.
Why is he wearing skiing gloves? That's the other thing.
Well, because if the bomb goes, you don't want to lose his hands like Abba Hamza.
He'd just be 2 perfectly preserved hands.
Yeah.
He caught the train down from Bedford to London. I reckon he had the carriage to himself.
Actually, it's not a bad way to stop people sitting with you, is it?
It's also intriguing as to what I always think is about... He's got camouflage trousers on, hasn't he, there? So what's he thinking? That he's going to be walking along, no one will be able to see his legs? How's that?
So people will be going, oh, what a shame, that disabled person can fly!
Seems to be floating.
The cultural editor of the newspaper that first printed the offending cartoon argued that the images highlighted the issue of religious integration in much the way as Harold Shipman highlighted the issue of doctor-patient ratios. I think the points in that round go to John, David and Andy. Yay! Andy, which category would you like?
Could I have world news, please?
OK, world news. The answer is 30 yards. What is the question?
Is it, when you've entered a marathon, is it how long before you regret wearing the rhino outfit?
On a Saturday night, what is the distance between Jodie Marsh's ankles?
Is it how much of a start should the British Army give Iraqi kids?
I've got it. Is it what is the circumference of the average American?
The bus is 31 yards away. How far can you run before it moves off?
Is it how far is the average child away from a paedophile if they sit at the very back of the classroom? It's the distance at which Dick Cheney considers someone to be prey. This is the distance the guy was away, isn't it?
It is essentially, yes, actually. The question is, how far away was 78-year-old lawyer Harry Whittington standing when US Vice President Dick Cheney shot him?
What's fantastic about it is that all American politicians of that stature have bodyguards. But Dick Cheney's bodyguards are going to have to throw themselves in front of other people.
It shows how bad a shot Americans are. He shot him about 50 times and he's not dead.
He's probably got it the wrong way around as well. Because normally American presidents get shot, don't they? And vice presidents get shot. He probably thinks that John F. Kennedy shot Lee Harvey Oswald in a drive-by shooting.
I'm glad you could take time out to have fun over our tragedy.
Yeah.
To be fair,
That's all right.
Surely enough time has passed now.
I can take the hit. We got a world to run. Oh, that's not funny. Oh, I see.
I think it's good to see an American shooting the wrong guy and it's not a British serviceman. Apparently it was an accident, though, because Cheney was aiming for a Mexican trying to cross the border.
You can always tell the difference between American politicians, though, and British politicians, can't you? Because Reagan shot, Lincoln shot, Kennedy shot, Ruth Kelly hit by an egg.
You know what happened?
Yeah, he crept up. The bloke crept up behind him unexpectedly.
No, he actually shot a bird. Whittington shot a bird. He went to retrieve his own bird and then walked up towards Cheney, holding the bird up in his hand. And presumably Cheney turned and went, "Bird!" and completely ignored the man holding the bird in his hand. There was a bird flying there somehow.
I'm going to call him Dick Should Have Gone to Specsavers.
The actual quote from one of the doctors was that they estimated that the amount of buckshot in Mr. Whittington was between 5 and 200 pieces of buckshot. More than 5, but less than 200. We can narrow it down that much.
It'll also be the first time anybody has shot a lawyer and the lawyer doesn't sue.
No, the one piece of good news is that even though he did shoot him in the face, Cheney has won the contract to rebuild it. The lawyer, Harry Whittington, is now doing as well as can be expected, that is, considering his head is mounted on a wall above Dick Cheney's fireplace. It's not known quite why the shooting occurred, although it did happen just after Harry Whittington sidled up to Cheney and whispered in his ear, "Have you seen Brokeback Mountain?" To be fair, Dick Cheney is a very experienced shot, and his last shooting accident was over 40 years ago when he was hunting quail on a grassy knoll in Texas. OK, the winner of that round, I'm going to give it to Greg, Rory and Andy.
Here's our big board with the 6 categories. From the categories chosen, I read out an answer and the players have to guess what the question might be. Adam, which category would you like?
Transport, please.
OK, transport it is. The answer is crazy, loopy and un-British. What is the question?
What is Mohammed Al Fayed?
Is it what is Prince Philip?
Is it who are the arch enemies of Snap, Crackle and Pop? What nicknames has Madonna given her children?
Is it, if you read the Daily Mail, what is everything?
What do you call slapping a bulldog?
I actually know the answer to this one. I think it's what people were saying about the lady who was wearing the crucifix for British Airways, Peter Hain, people like that.
That's absolutely right. Well done, Andy Parsons.
There you are.
Yes, the question I was looking for was, how did public figures describe British Airways' decision to send home an employee for refusing to cover up a crucifix necklace? Check-in worker Nadia Ouida argued she was being unfairly treated and said that Muslim and Sikh employees were still allowed to wear headscarves and turbans. Now, obviously, the distinction is that she could have put the crucifix under other clothes, where it's very difficult to hide a head like a turban, unless they gave them all like afro wigs.
The problem was, though, wasn't it? Was that it was only the size of a 5-pence piece. She should have had a much larger cross and worn it on her head, and then she'd have been absolutely fine, wouldn't she?
She should have been nailed to a cross while she was doing the safety demonstration. The visits are here. There's got to be more to it, hasn't there? They can't just have been annoyed about her wearing a cross.
No, it does seem, given that the cross is very commonly worn.
Probably she was hassling Jewish passengers. Did you pack your own bags, madam? And why did you kill Jesus?
Adam, you've probably travelled more internationally in the last while than any of us. How is security at the moment? Do you have any difficulties?
Yeah, I've got an artificial foot, as you know.
Yes, I do know that.
So, clearly every time... I don't know if you knew that, Hugh. When you...
I have an artificial penis. So I decided not to, compare notes on that later.
And it does have metal bits on the side. So going through airport metal detectors is just brilliant.
Really?
I went through Heathrow Airport 3 days after September 11, and reaction to the foot was great, because I walked through, and of course everything's gone off, and beep, 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 they're right over here, put your arms out, and they patted me down. And they got to that moment where they kind of knocked on the foot, and there was a wooden sound. And the guy just kind of looked at me and just went, right, what's going on down there? In all innocence, I just went, oh, it's an artificial foot. And he just went, oh, geez, go through, mate. No, just go through. No, that's all right. And I was kind of thinking, well, check, there could be a knife. No, just go, mate. I don't care if the plane goes down. I don't want to offend a spastic. Just go, for God's sake.
But when you're going to one of the ones in which you have to take off, when there's a bit of a rigmarole anyway, and people are sullen, they spend the entirety looking at people sullenly going past, going, well, here's my belt, and here's my shoe, and then you could just go, and I'll see your belt, and I'll see your shoe, and here's the leg.
Did you have to take your shoe off? Or did you just take the whole thing off?
No, the shoe comes off first, and then I put it on. I usually use it to...
You made that sound actually kind of sexy. The shoe comes off.
And then, if needs be, the Velcro.
Velcro?
Yeah, it's held on by Velcro.
Is that Velcro straight onto the hair of your leg, or is it...
No,
two other bits of Velcro?
That would be ridiculous. It's
Those
really
cutbacks in the health service are really kicking in, aren't they?
What was you expecting, a dovetail joint?
Yeah, well, ideally, or some sort of modern prosthetic, masking tape, maybe.
Where did you get toes that did all the different functions of a Swiss Army knife?
I do have toes on it.
Right?
I do, yeah.
I think the question everyone wants is, get your foot out, Adam.
Listen for the Velcro.
It's Velcro time. Into the mic.
It's Velcro.
I've got a terrific view, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you not ever tempted... Have you ever thought of just going, "Arr," when you take it off?
What I want to know is, have you ever got pins and needles in your artificial foot?
Right, the foot...
Oh, hello.
Not that one!
He's removed the wrong foot. Hey, that's the NHS, wasn't it? Right there.
That was actually Hugh's penis.
His foot, please.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
It's like show and tell, isn't it?
Who's got something else now? Come on. I'm impressed by the fake toes, because presumably there's no good, there's no tactile reason for the there. There's no essential.
Do you know what it was? It was because when I was about 14, getting to that age in a boy's life where you're having things going on, and doctors basically sat down with me and said, "Is there anything the other kids can do that you can't?" And bearing that I grew up in Australia, I said, "Yeah, I want to wear thongs." Which,
thongs, by the way, meaning flip-flops.
Adam, have you ever put beer in your foot and drunk out of it?
Yes. What they did, the reason there are toes there is because when I said I want to wear flip-flops, they made me one that had a gap there so that I could put flip-flops in there. But it didn't work because whenever you walk in flip-flops, as you walk, you grip with your toes to hold the flip-flop on.
So you used to go ping, and firing them off in every direction.
So my mum then put Velcro on a flip-flop.
That's fantastic.
If it wasn't for Velcro, we don't take enough time to thank Velcro for its wonderful work.
Just turn to the camera. Thanks, Velcro.
Thank you, Velcro.
Thanks for everything.
Keeping us together. Thank you. And thank you, Adam, for what could have descended into freak show territory, but you held it together with an enormous amount of dignity, as we basically said, show us the weird thing! Show us the weird thing now!
Who wants to see...
Let us see the unusual limb!
Who wants to see my artificial penis?
Is that the one you had made so that you could wear a thong?
On travel news, of the greatest travel story of the week was Tina the tortoise. Tina the tortoise lost a leg, so they attached a rear wheel to the back of Tina's shell.
Did they attach it using Velcro?
Yeah.
When that tortoise goes to do a TV panel show, all the audience will be going, show us the wheel!
And then what happens if that tortoise is set upon and someone steals the wheels and you find it up on bricks?
What's his name? Is it Tina?
Tina. Her name is Tina.
There's no way that Tina's going to be able to hide from people she doesn't like anymore. You know, because before you can hide in your shell, well, that could be anyone. Tina, we know it's you. You've got a wheel. All right, Dave, how you doing? Not bad.
I think the other tortoise
It's a very, very complex social network that tortoises are. I didn't realise that.
Every time the thing reverses, it's going to go beep.
To be honest, it's going to make fuck all difference to that tortoise. You said Dad doesn't know what's going on. It barely moves anyway. They're going to put it in a box at Christmas and it'll die.
Well, there you go. You certainly can't see the back of it, can it?
Thank you, Frankie, for steamrolling our gentle whimsy there. For taking our sweet little commentary about Tina and how this has changed her life and just going, Tina will die like the rest of us.
Tortoises don't hibernate, they live to one. Basically, is what I've discovered.
Really?
Well, just going by Blue Peter.
But does this mean, though, if one of the parents accidentally, Tina dies, right? Do they have to go to a pet shop, buy a similar-looking tortoise, get rid of the leg, stick another wheel on the corner?
They're going to know whether that one's well or not, because it's got to have an MOT every 3 years.
Yeah, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the points that round go to Frankie, Hugh and Adam. Ian, which category would you like?
I'll take crime.
Crime, OK. The answer is every 12 seconds. What is the question?
How often in London does someone try and offer you a free newspaper?
How often does John Prescott think of chips?
How often does George Michael wake up?
Is it how many times over a 24-hour period do you hear, hello, I'm Barry Scott, and are you Sillet Bags?
If Ronseal ran the transport system, how often would the train every 12-second service actually run?
Is it how often are police in Glasgow called out to deal with a pregnant woman attacking a Rottweiler with a sledgehammer?
How often does someone finish a Sudoku and then think, what was the point of that?
It is to do with a certain theft.
It's the story about mobile phones this week. How often are mobile phones?
That's entirely right. Well done. Very good, Frankie. Yeah. The question I was looking for is, according to new figures, how often is a mobile phone stolen in this country? This is the recently published phone industry study that shows a handset is stolen every 12 seconds in Britain, and a third of robberies nationwide involve phone theft. What system has been developed to combat mobile phone theft?
It's a screaming phone, isn't it?
Yes,
It just screams, which is brilliant, because a screaming phone at last will replicate the feelings of everyone else in the carriage.
One thing, though, is if this screen goes off and they've got it in their pocket, isn't it? It'll seem that they've kidnapped a dwarf.
And what if it's on silent?
It'll just mutter to itself.
In silence, no one can hear you scream.
If they program the phone that when it gets stolen, you can, press a button and the phone will go, I'm a stolen phone! I'm a stolen phone! It's stolen by a big gay thief.
The irony of it is that a lot of these phones are stolen from children, and the children are given phones in case they ever get mugged. So
I'm not a big fan of all this new technology, though, because you used to be able to call wrong numbers, didn't you? And it didn't matter. Now you call a wrong number on your mobile phone, half an hour later you get a call back. I believe you just called me. I got a wrong number. No, Sonny Jim, what was it you wanted to say? Well, I like at that point, I like to go... Bloody brilliant. I get to make a dirty phone call, but they've had to pay for it.
I've never known how you make a heavy-breathing phone number. I didn't think it's like going... You sound more like you're cleaning a mirror, really.
What's amazing about mobile phones, though, is the fact that, you know, they're actually not very good for you. You know, there are loads of medical studies, but no amount of medical research will stop people using mobile phones. It will stop them living near pylons, it will stop them using microwaves, but mobile phones, no one gives a shit. It's like, hello, yeah, I'm in a CAT scanner. Quite extraordinary.
So do people think crime is out of control?
Well, have you seen the thing this week? They've worked out why electronic tagging doesn't work. Because people are taking them off. I thought that was the point, was that they monitored where the people... Oh, we wondered why he hadn't moved at all for 4 months. We thought he was living at the bottom of a canal. And do you know the other thing they're doing in Scotland? They're taking the tags off and attaching them to dogs.
Oh, that's genius.
We thought you were just living in some bins, but no. Attached it to a dog.
Criminals are so sneaky, aren't they?
They are.
That's hilarious.
It's almost as they don't want to be caught.
This criminal just going round and round and round and round, chasing himself.
Yeah, it is the lowest crime rate since records began in 1981. Across the board, crimes are down.
Records only began in 1981.
Well, they do what they have. The other ones have been stolen.
Yeah. We just live in a country with a general climate of fear, don't we? I mean, like, the Daily Mail is, what, 12 months away from running a headline, asylum seekers carry a new type of AIDS that lowers house prices.
Did you see the headline, by the way, in the Daily Mail after the bombings? It said, bombers on benefits. Bombers, yeah, it's those scrounging bombers that piss me off. Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the bombers that pay their own way, but these scrounging bombers get right up my nose.
They're talking about freezing the assets of terrorists as well, freezing their bank accounts. Is that you come in bombing? Oh, I'm skint.
So the July the 7th bombs could have been stopped if they'd gone to an ATM just to get by the train ticket and gone.
I'd love to join in, but...
I've got nothing. Sorry, I'd love to go, but I can't.
I've really been to the cinema this week. Can't do everything, can you?
Well, I noticed that the prison population is now at its highest ever, isn't it?
Yes, it's nearly run out of space.
It's 71,000, isn't it?
It's more like 78,000, and they can take just below 79,000. There are exactly 326 places left in prison.
Well, that's not fair to people who want to go to prison. They're going to have to join some kind of waiting list.
Yeah, it's like schools.
It is like schools. You actually have to move into the area where the prison is.
Put them down.
Do you get Church of England prisons which are slightly better run?
They're going to allow 25% of non-Church of England prisoners into their prisons now. Yeah.
You know, the amazing thing is that, you know, they've still got slopping out. You know, so people share a cell and they've both got to go to the toilet in a bucket. And yet these guys can still find each other sexually attractive. Well done, prisoners, for keeping the magic alive.
You think that as one of them approached the other, he'd go, "You have no mystery to me anymore."
No, it's just light a jaw stick, Barry, let's go at it.
You seem to know an awful lot about this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go to prison, but I was at Catholic school.
What has been banned by police authorities?
Crime.
Not crime.
It's the word yob, isn't it?
It is the word yob.
Not allowed to say yob in case it's offensive to yobs.
Well, I think it's because, presumably it's because on the police report it kind of prejudges. On the innocent until proven guilty, is we found the yob outside the supermarket. It kind of goes, oh, all right. You know, as opposed to if they go, we found the ne'er-do-well. If they're obliged to call all people bandito, that'd be good as well. There's a gang of banditos spray painting a McDonald's.
That sounds a bit gay for my liking.
It's weird, though.
What image in your head when I said a gang of banditos? Were they all wearing leather chaps?
Bum banditos.
Oh, they're bum banditos. They're in an entirely different section.
Are they called Barry, and have they got to just it?
Barry the bum bandito. It's like a hideous children's book.
What are you in for, Barry? Playing the castanets during a sexual assault?
Typical of you, Barry. You never lost your style. OK, the winners that round were Frankie, Hugh and Mark. Russell, which category would you like?
Let's go transport.
OK, your category is transport. The answer is lipstick, Vaseline and jam. What is the question?
What names did Bob Geldof reject for his kids?
Is it what's a good night out for a Liberal Democrat?
Is it what's in a fat whore's handbag?
What 3 items has Wally the Whale been turned into?
Can you name 3 things they have substituted for oranges in my online grocery delivery?
Is it what are the 3 worst nicknames to have in prison?
Just what have you eaten this week, Posh?
What does the Pakistan bowling attack carry at all times?
Now they've gone home, you're very brave.
Yeah, better bowlers, English people, OK? I don't really know what this cricket thing is, but those chaps seem to be jolly good at it. Is it what products do animals miss having tested on them?
Test jam on animals.
I'll show you. They would have loved that.
When you test it on the animal, it's like
if
scoop,
you tested
spread,
that on a bear, you would love it.
This vole goes a lot better with a bit of strawberry jam.
What could you use to bring down a plane if you were a sorcerer?
It is, of course, to do with security. And you know what the exact question would be?
What have they banned people from bringing on planes?
Yes, what would be among the list of things that are banned to bring on a plane? It's insane.
But isn't the idea is you can make a bomb out of all... If you get enough items with you, you can eventually create an explosive.
Yes, if you are MacGyver. If people are getting frantic and panicking over men speaking Arabic on the plane, surely they spotted the passenger beside them suddenly took out some electronics. There were 4 different kinds of liquid, smooshed them together, knocked you
You get nervous if you see someone turning on their mobile phone. Never mind getting out a Bunsen burner.
It was genuinely fantastic seeing that, you know, Al Qaeda, whatever, thought, oh, you know, we'll put terror. And all it does, you just see Northerners getting angry. It's supposed to be in Malaga half an hour ago. Is it Bin Laden? Look in my eyes. I'll kill you.
Come on, that was a Ryanair flight. What self-respecting suicide bomber is going to blow up a Ryanair flight?
I agree with you, though. I agree with you for one very good reason, because terrorists want to end up in paradise, not 30 miles from paradise. They have to finish a trip on a coach.
I don't want to give terrorist ideas, but if there's security for planes...
That's got me
There's so many other things you can blow up and cause trouble. You can blow up bridges, trains, cars, buildings. I mean, there's no point in making security so tight you can't blow up planes.
You know, somewhere in Finsbury Park there's a terrorist sitting and a light bulb just wandering on above his head.
But you know, the day the restrictions first came in, they were much tighter, and I had to fly to Edinburgh, and I wasn't allowed to take a book on. They wouldn't allow it.
What was the book?
I was thinking, what was I going to do? I was going to hold up the stewardess. That actually wasn't it. I thought, what was I going to do? I was going to hold up the stewardess with a paper cut. This is War and Peace. There are 700 more where that came from. And the ridiculous thing is that it also applies to pilots. So pilots are not allowed to take normal things on. So they're not allowed to take on plastic cutlery, the pilots, in spite of the fact they've got an axe in the cockpit.
Talking about giving the terrorists some ideas, we've now just found out, or at least I have, that there's apparently an axe in the cockpit.
What's that for? Is that for chopping wood in case they run out of petrol?
It's in case a wolf comes and disguises itself as a grandmother on the plane. And then one of the passengers goes, "Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have!" And luckily the pilot will come out at the last minute and...
But this, only the liquid you're supposed to take in, isn't it, is baby milk, right? And then you've got to taste it in front of security. Now, I don't see how that's necessarily going to stop Al Qaeda, because surely they're going to be quite happy to taste liquid explosive that looks a bit like baby milk. they're suicide bombers. They're not going to go, oh, I'm not tasting the liquid explosive, that might kill me.
Well, that's nasty.
Don't like the taste of that.
Yeah.
Take it on in baby milk bottles. You'll be able to go to the stewardess. Excuse, do you mind warming this explosive up for me?
Well, the incompetent terrorist who goes with baby milk but forgets to bring a baby. So it's a bit I just like baby milk.
It's like
got wind off it.
There are one section of society who've been complaining in the last week that their livelihood is in danger because of
Suicide bombers.
Not just suicide bombers.
Musicians.
Musicians, yeah. Classical musicians and musicians in general, I suppose, used to be able to, buy a second seat for their cello or whatever, or their Stradivarius, and can't do it anymore. And they're all saying we can't do it. They could just test them. Surely you could go, OK, you've got a violin, play the violin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it would raise the learning curve for terrorists quite significantly if you had to learn how to play the violin for 8 years. A really tense moment, they said, sorry, sir, is that your tuba? And the terrorist would go,
Isn't there something wrong with this whole idea that you've got a government now that's telling you how frightened to be? So we get terror alerts and people say, well, why don't they quantify it? Why don't they go, you should be about as frightened as if you've just fallen in front of a train, but you know that there's not one along for a while. Or you should be as frightened as if an eagle has just flown through your front window, but you know it belongs to next door.
Next door's eagle.
He's in again, with the broom. Get out. Next door's the eagle. God almighty.
Jesus.
They've actually told us we should be a little less afraid, haven't they? Because they've reduced it from critical to severe, haven't they, the threat level? And below that's substantial, and then it's moderate, and then it's low. And, of course, the Americans, they've also got a 5-point system. They've got red, orange, yellow, blue, green. So I think we can feel reasonably smug about ourselves that we use words and we use colour, isn't it?
Why was it alleged that Mardid Azad Amin claimed to be carrying a bomb at Chicago's O'Hare Airport last week?
Because of his name?
No, I know what it was. Was that the guy who wouldn't admit that he was actually carrying a penis pump?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would he not admit it?
Because he was with his mum, which is just...
Why is he trying to take a penis pump in his hand luggage?
Well, he doesn't lose it, does he?
The last thing you want to have to do when you arrive in a new town is go and find a penis pump. Hard enough finding good Chinese food.
Well, you mean late right? When all the penis pump shops were shut.
They should have an outlet that sells them in airports. The cock shop.
There's a secret door in Tyrac. You just say the word. Cock, come this way, sir.
Do you think we're going to have a whole load of people going into Tyrac tomorrow? Just going... Cock!
What you should have said there is, I don't want to give terrorists ideas. But if you go into Tyrac... One of the items not allowed on flights were keys, which caused a bit of a delay on one flight when the pilot couldn't start the plane. Included on the airport's prohibited list is any kind of stew, genuinely, which thankfully put a stop to Al-Qaeda's plan to destroy Canary Wharf with a Lancashire hot pot. OK, at the end of that round, I'm going to give the points to Frankie, Hugh and Gina. Ed, which category would you like?
I'll take politics.
OK, your category is politics. The answer is 9 women. What is the question?
What would John Leslie hate to see in a jury box?
Is it what takes up 18 parking spaces?
What can do the work of 21,000 men?
In serial killer terms, what constitutes a spree?
What's the half-time stoning entertainment at the Taliban World Cup?
Is it, if someone asked me how many sexual partners I've had, instead of the real answer, 60 men and countless prostitutes, what do I tend to reply?
I didn't know that the prostitutes don't count as women in your mind.
Is it
Which themed disco evenings have the most restrictive age policy? 50 nights. No? Is it?
Is it how long before we get the right answer to this one?
I think I've got the right answer.
No, don't do that. I haven't done a funny one yet. Stick around, right? Is it generally speaking what separates 51 days? You don't have to be rude.
When did we start telling pets? Somebody must have made the decision, like, Michael's dead, somebody better tell the tigers. Do you reckon they'll do that with David Blunkett? If he pegs it, someone better tell his dog. He's gone, David. No!
I think the dog will sense the dead weight on the lead. Yeah. I think he should have left Bubbles to Diana Ross. Because it's great. He left the three kids to Diana Ross and she didn't know. That's a... They're going to turn up and she's going to go, what is it, trick or treat? No, we always wear these. Right?
He's left his kids to Diana Ross.
She doesn't know. It's like, we should all do it. Let's all put that in our... Like, it's be like Rick rolling.
Subject is history. Who wants to come in on that? Frank.
Let's do it. Yes, history. I think it's important not to trust history. Don't take things for granted. I watched that film, The Elephant Man, recently, and it suddenly struck me after all these years that the Elephant Man doesn't actually look like an elephant. He doesn't. The Elephant Man doesn't look like an elephant. If anything, he looks like fresh ginger. Now, obviously, if you're putting up posters trying to sell a freak show, you can't say, coming soon, the Ginger Man. Or people are going to think, OK, they're not the best-looking people in the world, but I'm not paying to see one. Now, you can edit history now, right? They've brought it... Scientists have found out which part of the brain contains your bad memories, and they have developed a drug, you must have read about this, that can actually erase bad memories. It's what Ronnie Wood's 20-year-old girlfriend calls the morning after pill.
Thank you very much, Frank.
They say the Queen spent £14,000 on a train journey from London to Liverpool. And that's what happens if you let an old-age pensioner use the self-service ticket machine.
Yeah. Things you wouldn't hear from a weather forecaster.
And finally, a warning to hay fever sufferers. Don't come sneezing near me or I'll rip your face off. It's going to be cloudier tonight. I love those German birds.
Deleted lines from Star Trek.
Captain, I can see an alien ship approaching. It's not showing up on the radar. It's a circular vessel, some sort of lettering and number... Oh, no, sorry, it's my tax disc.
Is it ruined our country, bastard?
But what you're forgetting, I think, that we don't know what goes on in the cabinet, and everyone's got to remember that he has got one eye that doesn't work, and perhaps he would do what I would do if I was him in the cabinet. I'd wear an eye patch. I'd sit there with an eye patch on, and I'd have a white cat.
There is a theory that Brown would put it over the wrong eye.
There's also another thing that no one's going to run against Brown at the moment because what's the prize? You get to lead Labour into an election they'll probably lose. It's like going, oh my God, we've hit an iceberg. Can I drive the ship for a while? Can I?
It's like whatever's thrown at him, he still sort of gets up again. You half expect, like, Brian Blessed to just pop up every now and again and go, Gordon's alive.
He keeps on saying, I'm getting on with the job. He's like the Millwall of politicians. Nobody likes him, but he doesn't care.
But that's what I mean. He's one of those, and he's having a go, and you think, well, that's all right, but you're running the country. It's like if somebody came in and said, look, I'm not a great surgeon, but I'll have a go.
It's
basically...
Put the hours in.
I've sewn on a button, so I know I can finish the job, but getting to the stuff... I'm sure I'll recognise the kidney when I see it.
I've played the ball game. I've played the ball game.
I think it must only be in the south, because, you know, if we ate more pies in the north than we do already, they'd have to invent, like, a breakfast pie.
We've also got a little bit cosmopolitan as well. I was up with my mum and dad's because I've been gigging in Liverpool. I'll come downstairs for breakfast, and instead of having a normal breakfast, my dad was sat there with a croissant, because my mum's gone all continental. And he sat there with this croissant. I just looked at him, he looked at me, he went, yeah, I know. I said, what's your croissant like, Dad? He said, it's shit. He said, croissants are just empty pasties.
The subject is home life. Who wants to come in? Sarah.
My home life involves no children. I don't really like children. And if you ask, most of my female friends don't have kids. If you ask any woman who doesn't have kids what would worry them about having kids, the answer would always be childbirth. From what I understand of childbirth, it changes you downstairs, doesn't it? Changes you downstairs. I quite like my downstairs the way it is, thanks very much. Certainly don't want an extension. But it's bound to change, though, isn't it? Because you're forcing a person out. That's what you're doing. You're forcing a person out. I've never forced a person out. I forced a couple in. But I was in a shop recently, and this little boy came running over to me, put his hand in mine and shouted, "Mammy!" And I thought, oh, sometimes forget me keys, but I think I'd remember that. And then his dad came over, and I thought, I wonder if this is the best chat-up line ever. And his dad's going to go, "No, no, that's not your mammy. Remember, your mammy left us because my willy's too big."
The topic is fitness.
I think as a country we all know that we're not as fit as we used to be. We still sell a lot of sports clothing, though. I'm from Liverpool. If you ever go to Liverpool and you look around at the number of people in tracksuits, you'll think you're in an Olympic village. The reality is you've only got to see the size of the tracksuits to know that you're not in an Olympic village. And the problem is when you invest in some sport and clothes, you feel you've got to do something with them. I bought a brand new pair of running shoes, a brand new pair of shoes that I thought I'll have to do something. One of my mates said, "Why don't you join us? A few of us are doing a 10K race." Never run a 10K before, and when you enter, you've got to put an estimated finish time. I didn't know what to put down. I phoned my mate Sam up. I said, "What shall I put down?" He said, "Oh, put 22 minutes. I know that seems optimistic. I'll put 24 minutes. I sent the form in. I turned up on the day of the 10K race. I turned up with my mates. I was stood there with an orange number. All my mates had blue numbers. The steward came up to me. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I was thinking of running the race." He said, "No, what are you doing back here with all the blue numbers?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, you're an orange number." I said, "So what?" He said, "Well, if you're an orange number, that means you're an elite athlete." He took me to the front. It was me and 3 Kenyans.
The next